At the end of the day, these are really the only three little things that you need to do to get paid in your personal chef business. Now, don't get me wrong. I know three little things sound simple, and it is. But just because it's simple does not mean it's easy. And I guarantee you're not going to like it when I say what they are because you know what they are. You just don't want to do them. And we're going to get into that too. Hey there, Chef Shelly here. I've had a successful personal chef business for over 15 years. And when I'm not cooking for my own clients, I help other passionate cooks like you start a cooking business where you can get paid to do what you love on your own terms. So, these three things that you need to do and why you're not doing them. Again, you're not going to like the answer. It's just meet people, tell them you have a cooking business, and make an offer to them. Now, literally, this is the only thing that gets you clients. Whether it's in real life or online, doesn't even matter. Now, I know you're confused or disappointed or annoyed that that's what I said when you thought I was going to give you some super secret magic bullet or whatever. So let's talk into it. Okay, first of all, if you are trying to start your cooking business and you're struggling to get clients, you might have gotten really excited when I said you only have to do these three simple things. And you're thinking that if someone just tells you what to do, that that's going to be the magic answer. But here's the truth. You probably already know things that you can do to get clients, right? You know some things you can do to get in front of people. You know some people you maybe could even be talking to right now that have said they're interested. And again, whether that's in real life or online, it doesn't even matter. But when it actually comes to doing it, maybe you procrastinate. People just put things off. You think of 1,000 things you have to do first. That shade of purple's not exactly perfect on your logo yet. Just me with the perfect shade of purple thinking that's critical to my business success. Okay, just me. But anyway, basically human beings, our brain automatically goes to the path of least resistance, which can be filling our time with other things that are really not directly going to get us client, like working on our logo, or it may sound counterintuitive, but even though being confused feels like crap, or anything else that makes you feeling guilty for not doing what you should be doing, beating yourself up, all those things, your brain still thinks that's better than actually putting yourself out there. How crazy is that, right? So, some of the things that we do that are not going to immediately get us clients, if getting clients right now is actually our goal in our logical mind, is things like I was joking about finding the perfect shade of purple, working on your logo, even putting up a website, or maybe posting on Instagram or Facebook, because those actually do not count, at least in the beginning, as meeting people. So let's talk about step one, actually meeting people. Now, the problem with those things, again, is that you're not actually meeting people. And again, I don't mean just in real life. You absolutely can meet people online. But if you're putting social media content out there and you've just started new accounts, there's nobody to see it. And you're relying on the platform to get you in front of people who, by the way, might not, probably aren't even local. And if we're talking about a website, well, nobody's going there in the beginning unless you tell them to go there. It's kind of like an online business card, right? Nobody just finds your business card. You have to give your business card to someone. So with a website, sure, eventually people can be Googling around for a personal chef in their area or a local meal prep business or small event catering, whatever you do in your cooking business. But SEO on your website takes time. That's more of a slow burn. And even then, that's still not actively talking to people about your services. So if you are trying to do social media and you're getting really frustrated because you've been posting and you can't get clients, when I first started my personal chef business, I went to get in front of people in real life. And part of that, yeah, had to do with the fact that none of this stuff is sophisticated as it is now. But I went to the local chamber of commerce and did their networking events where it was all local people and I could tell them about my business. And anywhere you go, people are always excited to talk to someone who's passionate about cooking. A personal chef has a cooking business, does meal prep or catering. That's always a fun thing. People will want to talk to you. Now that's in real life, but again, you can still totally do this online. You just have to do it in a way that's actually having a conversation with someone. That can be anything from on Facebook, joining local to you Facebook groups and having comments back and forth with other people. It can be sending DMs to local people or people who are interested in your services. But what does not work at all on social media is the old post and ghost. And what that means is spending hours on the perfect food picture, torturing yourself about exactly what to write in the post, finally getting it up there, even if you have a super compelling call to action, and then not doing anything else. That is a really passive way to try to get clients. Just think about the difference between putting a post out there and actually having a conversation with someone. Two totally different things. At least if you're having a conversation with someone, even if they're not your ideal client, you're talking about your services, you're getting more comfortable doing it. They might even know someone. If you're just putting up a post, again, who knows who the platform is showing it to? Who knows if they're even local? And if all that, let's say 10 people actually see it, are they actually going to take the step themselves and contact you? No, maybe. But anybody will be willing to have a conversation about your services if you're in that kind of place, or even if you're at the grocery store wearing a chef's jacket. They'll love to talk to you. So let's talk about that part. Step 2, tell them about your services. All right. Actually having these conversations with people where they get to ask you questions. You get a chance to talk about your business. This is the active way to get clients. This is the telling people about your services part. And this is how, if you're not confident now, the only thing that's going to make you more confident. And to be able to start off doing that, you need to have your food dialed in to be able to talk about what type of food you cook, who it's best for, who would not be interested in it. That's like how to explain your style, your specialty. You need to have your services dialed in, know exactly how it works, how you start a new client. If you're doing meal prep, what a cook day is like, what can they expect? And you need to be able to talk about it, not even just in a way like, I will do your shopping, I will do your cooking. Those are just like features and facts. You need to talk about the benefits to them and the result. What are they going to get? What is it they really want? They don't just not want to do their grocery shopping. There's a reason. So that's what you need to find out. And you find that out by talking to people. And you know that that can do a million different things for people. So hearing why they want it, you can talk about that specifically for them. And that's how people get really interested in hiring you. So you have to have all that stuff dialed in, and especially your pricing. Oh, did you just die a little bit inside when I said that? Are you having trouble picking pricing? Are you having trouble sticking to a price? Have you waffled all over with your price? That makes it super hard to be able to have a clear, confident, compelling conversation with someone. You have to get all that stuff dialed in so that you can have these conversations and focus on what the person is telling you they need so that you can talk specifically to that. Because when they tell you exactly what they need, that's when you move on to step 3, and that is making your offer. When they say they're interested because they want or need X, Y, and Z, this is exactly what you can explain to them how your service will help them. And listen, it doesn't have to sound like salesy. That is not what this is about. The point is you're having a conversation with another human being, again, in real life or online, right? They're telling you they're interested because, or they might be interested, or they want to hear more about it because they want or need whatever. You just talk to them about how your services will help them. And then it's just a natural part of the conversation that you take them from talking about that to actually what their next step might be if they're interested. And it doesn't have to sound like, what can I do to get you into this car today? All right? Seriously, it is not like that. It's just as easy as, do you want to, set up a time where we can talk about the process or how this would work for your family, or you can learn more about my food? Or do you want me to email you a proposal for your dinner party? Or, oh, you're having a birthday party. Would you like to hear about how I can blah, blah, blah? Or would you like to fill out a food questionnaire? All the way to, if they're super interested and they say they want to move forward, I have next Monday available. Do you want me to reserve it for you? And then move them through your process, whether that's getting a deposit, sitting down for a face-to-face, whatever it is. If you need help with any of this, if this sounds overwhelming, if it's confusing, if you know you need to be doing it and you just feel so uncomfortable or just can't make yourself do it, even if you've had your personal chef business for a while and you don't have the clients that you want, this is exactly what we do inside the Personal Chef Business Academy. There's a link below where you can check it out. We have everything from online training you can do on your own pace, monthly group calls where we all come together, and even working with me one-on-one on whatever stage of this process you're in. Because I'm telling you, the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking, but you have to tell them.